What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of
TOASTY!
I'm your host, Josh Berry.
I'm Chris Pico.
And today's guest here we have...
Jared Beatty.
Yay! Jared's a good friend of mine. I've known Jared for most of my life. So he's in town visiting and thought I'd bring him on the show to talk some things with us.
Comic-Con, bitch!
Favorite comic book characters may be coming to the big screen. He's been there, but we don't talk about that.
The teaser trailer looked pretty excellent.
They shot that like 2 years ago and tried to shop it around to, I guess it was Fox, to see if they'd be interested in making a feature about him. But the whole thing with Ryan Reynolds playing him is all CG.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
That's what was strange about it, and that's what was the buzz on the internet about it too. Is like everybody was wondering why it was CG only.
I can understand his face because the eyes and all that kind of stuff, but like, don't make him like a freaking clone trooper from episode 3, where it's like you could just as easily put a dude in a suit, and if he has to do crazy shit with his face, okay, then CGI the face. Don't make the whole thing.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. But it was cool.
Yeah, his voice and personality was dead on.
He had it perfect.
I haven't read Deadpool in a long time, so I don't know if this is a reference to Deadpool, but on the radio it says, it has a piece of tape taped to it that says Wade.
That's his name.
Oh, that's right. That's his real name.
Yeah,
Wade.
that's his real name. Yeah.
Okay, because I kept seeing that and I was like, I think I'm supposed to know something.
Yeah,
about
Wade.
that.
It's Wade. It's like another alliteration name. It's like Wade something or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but Wade is like his
and
name.
Merc with the Mouth. Those are the only ones that I mean, like I said, it's been a long time, but
it was it was funny. It was dirty.
Yeah. Violent.
Like, yeah.
Showed how
violent
he is. Like he's not gonna go put somebody behind bars. Like,
no.
He's
gonna annihilate them
and have fun doing it.
Well, he's insane, and that's why everyone loves him.
Yeah.
He's been tortured because he's got regeneration. He's been all cut up. He's been burnt.
Yeah.
Like he's.
I know they showed his face at one point in the comic.
Yeah.
They took the mask off, and he's just a mess of scar tissue.
And it's weird because it doesn't, like, you see it and you're like, oh man, that guy's rough as hell. Like the voice and the personality doesn't go with,
but
like,
the thing about this cool about is he's not a giver of fucks. He does not care.
No,
exactly.
He just wants to get paid and have fun doing it.
Yeah, he never shuts up.
Exactly.
Is that going to get old for a 2-hour movie? That he's just constantly one-lining and all this kind of stuff? It's like, how long can you sit there and deal with it?
McFarlane direct.
I want to shoot myself in the face. Yeah. But, yeah, I wonder how they're going to... If they can do it, if they're going to pull it off to a point where it's like actually enjoyable and not
I don't
annoying.
know if they'll do it in bulk. Maybe they'll do it with like a teaser trailer or something.
I would say make it into
film.
a freaking like Netflix show.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Well, that's what they're
I
doing
can handle
with
it
like
in a half-hour
Daredevil
breaks.
and all those other titles.
I saw the pictures of what the Daredevil show's looking like, and that's looking pretty badass too.
Yeah, those will hopefully be good.
Yeah. As of this recording, last week, the greatest motion picture event of all time was released. And it was not Guardians of the Galaxy. It was Sharknado 2, the second one. The second one.
Chomp chomp, bitches.
It happened.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
I wish they called it that. That would have been amazing.
Electric Boogaloo.
I'm sure someone, I remember they had a contest at Comic-Con last year to come up with the subtitle. I'm sure someone submitted that at some point.
100% I would have if I would have been there.
I would have said it was like Sharkicane or something like that. Or no, like, what was it? After Sharks.
After Sharks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
but, yeah, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Awfully amazing.
Cameo-rific.
Yeah, oh, God. I can't believe the amount of people that they got in it. I mean, they're all like C to D level stars, but I mean, just the fact that people probably threw themselves at this.
It'd be a chance at a cult, like a cult stream, a cult film like this. Because they're going to do another one.
They already said they are. They already said they are.
They'll keep making them as long as you keep watching them.
This one had more viewers than the first one did, and it became an even bigger like Twitter, rific thing than the first one was.
Yeah. And like I seriously watched the whole thing on mute because it was at a bar, but it was still amazing.
Yeah.
You kind of just, you already know what they're saying most of the time. Like,
nothing
the dialogue is not important.
It's nothing worth hearing, trust me.
The dialogue is not important, as Tara Reids says. See if you can find it when you watch it, guys.
Yeah.
Look for the...
And it's not only the sound, it's the face she's making. It looks like she's sharding.
Yeah.
Special effects were a little shit.
Yeah.
Because there's so many sharks at this time. They had
They probably had to pay all those C movie cameo guys.
Yeah.
To cut a little bit of the effects budget.
I think that's part of what makes the movie great and fun is that the effects aren't that great.
No.
You know? And like you're watching this tornado of all these sharks and be like, well, that's like every shark in the ocean. Like sharks have now gone extinct because.
Well, that's the thing about this one is they don't even explain where. Like in the first one, they kind of give you like a dumb explanation. It was like, okay, there was a hurricane, the sharks came inland, and then the whole was it L.A. that one took place in? Yeah, was it LA or just some California area or whatever? And then there was the flood from the hurricane, and the sharks came inland because of the flood. And then the tornado came and picked them all up. And okay, fine. Right. And this one's just like, hey, guess what? It's here.
Yeah. This is what you guys wanted.
And they even make a Jaws the Revenge joke where Tara Reids says the one that bit her hand off had a scar, and she swore recognized her from the first movie.
The shark kept chasing me, and it had this huge scar across its face. And I shot him in the eye, but it took my hand. It's like he knew who I was.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I want to know about the brainstorming sessions at the Sci-Fi Group where they're just like, did they have like a dry erase board with shark and then like every natural disaster on another one, and they're just like putting them together?
Well, they had Arachnoquake.
Exactly. Just keep going.
Well, I think they use the same strategy as like naming water parks.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a body of water, and then you say any kind of like topography on a map or something like Monsoon Gulch. Like
Tropico Bay.
There you go. There's the name of your water park. Camarasaurus.
Camarasaurus was something came up with a long time
Camarasaurus.
ago.
Camarasaurus, yeah, we had a dinosaur made out of Camaros.
Yeah, Camarasaurus versus Copterdactyl.
Copterdactyl
was the movie that
was the one.
The helicopter pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Really?
So there you guys go. There you go, Sci-Fi.
You're welcome.
Just give us a little credit at the end, maybe a cameo.
Greenlight that. Greenlight
$100,000.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you want to be generous.
$1,000. I mean,
shit, just buy me a Big Mac.
Yeah, buy me dinner and a plane ticket. I'll come be in it.
Yeah, I'll be at the premiere.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We'll get Tara Reid to do it. It was an excellent show, though. I highly recommend it for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. Go check it out.
It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
It's
take
funny.
your kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have kids, take them.
Yeah.
If you don't, take your friends.
It's funny. It's clever. It's
soundtrack's amazing.
Soundtrack got the best awesome mix ever.
Mm-hmm. It does. If you like 70s pop music.
It makes cassettes look amazing again.
It does. The Walkman, Sony Walkman was one of the main characters in the movie.
I know, right? My thing was Rocket going to be annoying? Because I know he's got a mouth kind of like Deadpool. He always talks shit. And then I know that Groot only says one sentence ever. So I was kind of like, how's that going to work for a movie? And they ended up being pretty amazingly awesome. I mean, they were fun. I mean, Groot is awesome. Groot is awesome.
Yeah, Groot was an excellent character. He kind of seemed like the soul of the group, so to speak. He was tender-hearted, obviously soft-spoken since he only says one sentence.
But he's the muscle.
Exactly.
Which is what's funny about it.
Yeah, Groot was good. Rocket was excellent, too. I really like the character arc they had with Rocket as well. They really humanized him.
Yeah.
And kind of gave him, he's not just a surly raccoon who shoots big guns, They kind of gave a little bit of a peek into why he was made the way.
He's damaged.
Exactly, and where his psychosis kind of comes from. But,
Bradley
Cooper, you couldn't even really tell it was Bradley Cooper.
I know, I knew it was him, but it's like, I don't know if they
all.
Changed his voice or if he like deepened his voice, because it doesn't really sound like him. You know it's him, but it doesn't sound like him.
Right.
And the same with Vin Diesel. I couldn't tell that Groot was Vin Diesel because it didn't sound like the friggin' Iron Giant.
Right. Then again, he didn't have a whole range of lines.
No, but I mean, like, you can tell that either he did something to his voice or they altered it in some way, because it doesn't sound like you're afraid of the dark.
Yeah. Chris Pratt pretty much steals the show.
Chris Pratt, I don't watch Parks and Recreation at all.
Right.
And
I actually just started watching the other night. I watched like 3 episodes.
Good?
I watched 3 episodes. 3 episodes I watched were pretty good.
Because I didn't like The Office that much, so because that's like a spin-off, so I was kind of like, eh. But that guy's going places.
Yeah, he's gonna get some big deals rolling his way.
He's funny. He's relatable.
Exactly. The women love him.
Yeah, it's if they were smart when they advertised the movie by showing off the shirtless scene.
Absolutely.
So all the women were kind of like,
absolutely. Girls love a funny beefcake.
You can hear the squishes in the audience. You're just like, ah! It's like, did someone drop their cup of water?
Absolutely.
Hey, Tara Reid, what'd you think?
There was an article I read, like over the weekend, and they said that Guardians is awesome. The villains suck. And I was like, and this is before I saw the movie, so I was kind of expecting it to be like when I saw Silent Hill 2, the movie. It was just like the villain pops up for one scene in the middle of the movie, and then they're in the end for the finale.
Right.
And I'm like, I was expecting that, but like, Ronan was cool.
He was
good. They kind of give you like a real generic explanation.
Right, he's a religious zealot.
Yeah, it's like and someone else says it, and you don't hear it from him. Someone else kind of mentions it. And he's just kind of like, oh, he's trying to kill this race because he's a religious zealot, and that's what he wants. That's his whole goal. I'm like, okay, but you see that he's like getting help from Thanos, and he's like stealing people's kids and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Ronan's here.
Showing Thanos was pretty cool, though. He was a monster. I mean, he's Thanos. He's a mad titan. So.
And that was another one I couldn't tell who was doing that voice.
Yeah,
Brolin, right?
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, and they did something to his voice. They must have just altered everybody, but it was cool.
They must have. That was an excellent casting by Marvel because obviously with the story arc they're doing, Thanos is going to have huge roles in the upcoming movies.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, Josh Brolin. I mean, he's Academy nominated. I don't know if he's won.
I think he's won, but he's not. He's been not with an old No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, he's done good stuff. Yeah, he's an excellent actor.
Yeah. So that's one thing I can never say bad about Marvel. Is Marvel is like J.J. Abrams. They know how to fucking cast their movies.
Yeah, they really do. They've done an excellent job thus far.
So I was pretty impressed.
I like to look and see who it is. I wonder if it's the same person who cast all the Marvel movies.
Could be.
It could be like one or two.
I'm sure it probably is if they're on a hot streak the way they are.
These people are cashing in, getting paid. It's a good job too.
How about Easter eggs in the movie, though?
Yeah, there was a ton of them. I mean,
at the collector's place, did you see the Chitauri and the
I saw the Chitauri. I read this one online where they said that it happened at the end of Thor also when they showed the collector's room. There's like this amorphous blob thing in one of the cases. Everyone says it's Adam Warlock's cocoon.
That's what everybody's been saying. Yeah, that might be cool because I mean he rolls with when he controls one of the Infinity Gems. I think he does. Space or time or dark.
I don't know a whole lot about the character, but I think I remember reading.
And he's always around with Thanos too. Yeah. As well, so that makes sense.
There's the whole mystery. I guess they're gonna build up for like the next. They're already said they're making a sequel. Yeah. But like who Peter Quill's dad is.
Right. That's what I was wondering.
And in the comic books, I know he's an alien, but he's like a humanoid alien. He looks like a regular person.
Yeah.
But I saw a video on IGN where they were sitting there talking about it, and they were like, okay, do they want to go the plain Jane route and just have it be like some guy that looks like Chris Pratt? Right. Or do they want to do something cool with it and have it be all these other characters? And one of them, they said it would be really cool because at the beginning of the movie, when they set up the whole him being kidnapped and taken into space, his mom's dying in the hospital, and she says your dad was like a being of pure light. He was like an angel or something like that. And they took that seriously in that interview I saw where they're talking like, well, what character in the Marvel Universe from the space side of it would fit? And they're like Adam Warlock.
Yeah. I was surprised at how well David Bautista did with the delivery for Drax.
You can see he's really trying to be a thing now. He wants to be a movie star. In the way that they're forcing The Rock to do crap movies to keep it going, he's like, I'm actually going to try.
He was some of the best comic relief in the whole movie.
The whole being completely oblivious to metaphor made me laugh so hard. It went right over his head. Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
So ridiculous.
That was awesome. And like, well, just everybody in that movie is just perfectly cast. I mean, Saldana, I was surprised by what's her name, Karen Gillan from Doctor Who. Played Amy Pond, plays Nebula.
Yeah,
and she was the shit, man.
Yeah, she was really good.
She has a fight with Zoe Saldana towards the end. Holy fuck!
Yeah, they did work.
And she looked and acted like an alien. She's like, oh, she was like a robot or something.
Yeah,
she got turned into a robot. Yeah,
she's like cybernetic.
And she acted and talked like, I didn't. If you didn't know it was her to begin with, you wouldn't have known. The makeup on her alone was freaking fantastic.
Yeah, all the makeup was excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
And Yondu was pretty rad with that arrow of his. That was the shit. He has an arrow that doesn't need a bow. He whistles and it fucking takes people out.
Yeah. That's Michael Rooker too.
Yeah,
man.
Come on, man. Yeah, well, he was in Slither, so he had to be in this too.
Anything Rooker's in.
And I heard Nathan Fillion was in it. Nathan Fillion was the guy that got stuck his fingers up his nose and picked him up.
Man. I didn't realize everybody knew Fillion had a small bit part. I was looking for him the whole movie, and I had to go look up on the net afterwards because you couldn't tell who Fillion was.
Yeah, it was like, oh, he's the voice monster. Like, okay. But yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Anything Fillion's all right by me.
Yeah, PG porn. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. Rad. And he hasn't seen it yet.
All right, everybody, it's time for the wrap up. It's fun, isn't it?
It's the greatest thing I've ever done in my life.
It
Cleanses me,
yeah,
harness my chi.
absolutely. And you must keep the chi harnessed.
No, you just gotta go, whoa.
What we want to know is what you guys think of everything that we're talking about. Like, is there topics that we're not talking about that you would like us to talk about? Let
What
us
did
know.
you think of Sharknado 2?
Yeah, yeah, Sharknado too. Let's talk about the NATO.
Make our page your Twitter feed.
Yeah.
How about that?
Let's create a forum
Make it happen.
right down here.
We need good feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Deadpool short?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
That was amazeballs.
Yeah.
What was the best performance in Guardians in your opinion?
Oh, there you go.
Is Groot overrated?
Oh,
The answer is no, but we still want to know what you think.
yeah. Could he beat the Hawk?
I
They
don't
did fight
know.
one time. They fought supposedly the first time Groot showed up. He was fighting the Hawk. And don't forget to give us thumbs up on stuff, Facebook, here on the YouTubes,
On the tweets.
on the tweets, toots,
Twatter.
and then yeah, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Till we meet again. Peace. Hey Tara, what do you think about global warming? Tara Reids shits on global warming.